Hello world, Stephen Michael Zach here, and today we're doing something a little bit different on the channel. I recently have been selling off all of my lighting. I just have too much, and I've been kind of pushing myself toward a more professional setup. So today I want to test two of my lights. I have my good old Aputure 300X here with its Fresnel, and I have the brand new Nanlite FS-300C with the Nanlite FL-20G Fresnel. And I really want to test these against each other to see which one is brighter. Now, I am somebody who shoots a lot of narrative, and I'm looking for something that I can shoot through a window. So let's go ahead and jump into the test. Okay, here we are with the Nanlite FS-300C. We're at 5600 Kelvin, 100% power, no plus minus green. And let's go and use my spectrometer, and we will get a reading here. And we're getting about 5,000, let's see. We're getting about 5,090, so 5,090 on the flood. And let's go ahead and spot this up. And again, we are at 3 meters away, exactly. And we'll go ahead and we'll grab the center here. And we're getting about 13,800 lux. Up 13,900 lux, we'll make that. Up, now we have 14. So we're going to call it 1412. Okay, so here we are with our Aputure in full flood here. And we'll go and take some readings here. Getting about 3630 here. 3660. So I'm roughly getting about a 3640 around the center. And let's go ahead and check out the Aputure with the in flood mode here. And we're getting about 8220. So at the end of the day, what are the pros and cons of each? Now let's start off with the amount of power from the Fresnels. From the Nanlite, I was getting 14,012, so 140112. And then from the flood, I was getting 5,090. Now with the Aputure, in flood, I was only getting a mere 3,640. And then in spot, I was only getting an 8,220. So the brand new Nanlite is far more powerful than the Aputure. Now let's talk about the beam angle. I will say that the Aputure does have a nicer beam angle. It's a little bit more solid, whereas the Nanlite, you are getting a little bit of bleed from the back here. So that is just something to note. You could probably cover that up with some black wrap. Not a huge issue. One thing I will say is that at 100% power, the Nanlite FS-300C is loud. It is audible. You are going to hear it at 100%. Not that you're probably going to run this at 100%, and if you are running this combination, you're probably shooting through a window from outside. And that leads us into the next comparison here, and that is neither of these are weather rated. I will say I have used the Aputure 300X outside when it's been like misty and it's been foggy in the morning, and it has held up. I do not know how the FS-300C will hold up. Again, it is made of plastic. It is new. It is not IP rated. Neither of these really are IP rated. So, but I do know that I have used the Aputure outside. So all in all, which one am I going to keep? Which one am I going to sell? And it is really kind of difficult for me to answer that. I love the fact that the Aputure is incredibly silent, but I love the fact that the Nanlite is far more powerful. These are still, the Aputures are still $700 for the unit, and the FS-300, I believe, comes in roughly around I think it came in around, on sale, it came in around the $200 to $300 mark. So I'll put the actual figures up on the screen, and that is it. Very, very interesting. I will say, as far as setup time, I love the ease of the Nanlite. You just plug it in and you go. With this, I had to first put on the clamp, then I had to put on the janky ballast. I've always hated the Aputure connection. I always thought the ballast, it never clicks in. I always have to make sure the lever's pulled so it doesn't fall out. So it is a little bit more of a setup. I will say that the Aputure is far more portable because the Fresnel is so much smaller, but you do get a lot of power out of the FL-200G by Nanlite. So all in all, I will most likely be going with the Nanlite setup for my outdoor shoots. It's just got the power that I need when I am shooting, when I'm trying to shoot through a window, or I just need the ultimate spot and flood. So that's it. Those are my thoughts, but I want to know yours. So leave your questions and comments in the notes below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to mash that bell button to be notified when we drop a brand new video. And feel free to use the links below as it helps out the channel. I'm Stephen Michael Zach, and I'll catch you next time.